Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey. It is your girl Tash. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, y'all, we're going to be dipping into the new Wet n Wild stuff. So grab a drink, a snack. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Tash. Nice to meet you. I hope you'll grab a snack, hang out with us. If you guys like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And let's get into the makeup. Alright you guys, I'm feeling a little kind of dorky right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I do have the new Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. I have their new brow products, one of their new primers, their new concealer, and one of the new Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse. And I'm also gonna be using, again, the Becca Light Shifter powder. I'm also going to try out this new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist. We were going to use this palette, Walking on Eggshells, that's been reformulated and everything. Unfortunately, it was sent broken. There's brown shadow all over, so can't really use that today. For eyeshadow palette, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the new Ucanbe Foreseen Changeable palette. So this is a dupe for the Huda Naughty palette, I believe it is. So, first things first, I'm going to go in with brows. We're going to be going in with the Brow-sessive by Wet n Wild. This is in dark brown. And then I'm also going to go in with the Brow-sessive Brow Shaping Gel in clear. Alright you guys, I'm going to go ahead and apologize to you right off the jump. I just got out of the shower, so we're waiting for my hair to dry. That's why I look like this. We are going to jump in first with the brow pencil. This is what it looks like. It has a spoolie on one end and the brow formula on the other. I'm not going to waste your guys' time reading about this or any of the products. I'm going to go ahead and let you do that. Remember, they are always linked below. So, to the beautiful lady that keeps asking me to do a brow tutorial, I'm going to count this as that. Again, you guys, I'm not a pro makeup artist yet. So I'm just going to show you guys what I do, what works for me. So I start out brushing my brows in the direction that I want them to go. And then I always have a Q-tip on standby and some concealer as of recent. And a brush with a spoolie. So I go in with the brow product first. Hopefully you guys can see me. And then I just kind of go in the direction that I want them to go. And then on the top, I just kind of start shaping out how big I want them to be. I'd say thickness. And see, I mess up all the time. This is why I don't do my brows on camera. Then I just kind of start kind of spooling or brushing some of that product through. I try to go for the natural brow look, guys. I never get it. I'm just not good at it. So we're just going to go back over that. I'm going to try to get the shape that I want. It's really all about practicing. That's how I learned to do my brows. Back in the day, when I learned to do makeup in high school, I never even knew brow products existed. I always used eyeshadow because I didn't like the powder in my brows. So like I had never seen anybody use a brow pencil, anything like that. Or remember, Tash grew up in a super small town. I had never seen anybody use it. So I'm going to take my Q-tip and all I do is take that to clean up. Like right now, I'm just not liking where they're going. So I take that to clean them up a little bit. Looks like we're getting small brows today. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys about this brow pencil right off the jump. It's not anything spectacular. I feel like this is very similar to my Color Mates pencils that you can get from the Dollar Tree. Only I feel like those have a little more pigment in them. I would say pass on the pencil. It's just not very creamy like I thought it was going to be. Wet n Wild does have some good brow products, but this one's not it. I'll be right back after I do the other brow. And then we'll clean up. Alright guys, I'm just keeping it real. I don't dig the brow pencil at all. I am going to go in with the Mega Last Incognito Concealer by Wet n Wild. I picked mine up in the shade Light Medium. I also picked up another shade, but it's just not going to work for me, so I am giving that to a friend. This is what Light Medium looks like. And I'm just going to take this pencil right here. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo pencil, or brush. And I'm gonna carve my brows out as best I can. Sometimes I feel like when you're having trouble, it just makes this look a little bit cleaner. Generally, I don't take the time to do it, but recently I've been doing it again. And quite enjoying it. All right, you guys, moving on. So we are gonna get into the Ucanbe Foreseen Changeable palette. So before you click out of the video, just in case you're here for only the Wet n Wild stuff, go on and check that little red bar right down there that's moving across the screen. You will see timestamps. If you want, just skip ahead. I will get into all of the rest of those products after I do my eyeshadow. So for those that still want to see the Ucanbe palette, you can save 15% off at Ucanbe with my code, of course, Tasha St James, all caps. You do have to purchase it from their website though. And again, you will save 15% off. So thank you to those of you that use my code. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I will tell you, this is very hard to get out of this sleeve. So again, this is the dupe for the Huda Beauty Nude palette. It does not come with a mirror. Let me get this little plastic thing out of here. And it does come with all of the shades from that palette, including this little weird guy here. So I am going to quickly swatch some of the shades for you, just so you can see the texture and kind of how the shades are, how pigmented they may be. And we're gonna do an eye look. I am probably gonna keep the eye look pretty neutral and something that women would wear every day. Maybe kind of smoke the lower lash line out with a pop of color, but I'm feeling pretty neutral myself today. All right, you guys, so here are the swatches of the entire palette, and I'm gonna show you really quickly how I swatched these. I literally went down row by row by row, so from top to bottom. I'm gonna be quite honest, I'm not that impressed with this right here, the little beads. They're right here. It's just not what I was expecting. Maybe it's better in the Huda palette, I don't know. I don't have that palette, but I'm pretty impressed with the matte shades in this palette and a few of the more marbled shades. However, I don't honestly feel like the changeable palettes are as good a formula as the actual Ucanbe palettes, if that makes any sense. If you're a big fan of their brand, then you know that the changeable palettes are kind of in their own little realm, like where they have several different palettes, but they're just different than the Ucanbe palettes. I don't think that this is a bad palette, but I will say color story wise, it's definitely not for everybody. But if you're looking to step outside of your comfort zone, I think it's a beautiful palette to pick up and play with. So we're gonna go ahead and get into a look. I'm gonna prime my eyes and we'll get right into it. All right, you guys, so I do have quite a few products to get through today. I don't want this video to be half hour, so I'm gonna zoom you in so that you can see everything clearly, and I'm gonna point to the shades. We will of course discuss the palette at the end of the video. That way we can move it right along. Alright guys, so now that the eyes are semi-done, they're not all the way done, so stay tuned. I know it looks a little cry right now. We're going to go ahead and go in with the brow-sessive brow shaping gel, now that I know I'm not going to get powder in my brows. Okay, so this is what the wand looks like. As you guys can see, this is not entirely clear. I'm really hoping that it goes on clear though. Okay. So it actually does go on white, and it doesn't feel as wet as most brow gels do, but it seems to be disappearing like into my brows, so it's not 100% wet. So I just grabbed a spoolie to comb it the rest of the way through, and it pretty much disappears into your brows, so that's pretty cool. So it does go on white. I don't know if you guys can see that. It actually looks like it took away some of my brow pencil. So I don't know that I would use this with that Wet n Wild pencil. I'll fix it later. We're gonna go ahead and move on to primer. So the primer that I wanted was sold out by the time I got to order this stuff to check out. So this is the Wet n Wild Class Correct Primer Base. It is to brighten and illuminate, and this one is in Banana. Super cute packaging. And here's what it looks like. So it's actually banana. Let's do this. Doesn't smell like anything really. Of course, you guys know me, I'm a little heavy-handed, and I do like quite a bit of primer on my face. So it is illuminating the skin, which I like, and it looks crazy with the lighting, but it's rubbed in all the way, and it's just a nice, pretty, luminous glow. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. On camera, on my viewfinder, it is actually bouncing off the lights and making me look bright yellow, but it's translucent once it is rubbed into the skin. It feels really, really nice. It's very luminous and pretty. I don't see it doing anything for the pores. It says skin looks naturally corrected and reflective as a crystal. The yellow color correcting filter brightens and corrects dullness for a glowing complexion. Includes vitamin C with radiance boosting properties. Wear alone or prep skin for lasting radiance. I would wear this alone. Honestly, if they keep this in their line, I would purchase this just to put under the under eye area, because as soon as I put it under there, I felt like my dark circles completely disappeared. I am so excited to get into this next product. You guys, I saw this before it even hit stores. Like, I spent weeks trying to get my hands on this, so it's finally here. This is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. It has hyaluronic acid and squalene in it. It says sheer to medium coverage, and I picked mine up in medium tan. Yes, medium tan, so hopefully it works for me. It says, this oil-free perfector delivers hydrating benefits in a buildable sheer to medium tint for a flawless, softly luminous complexion. Hyaluronic acid and plant-derived squalene help promote healthy-looking, supple, moisturized skin. Let's do this. I love the packaging, by the way. It's really cute. I think you get a full ounce. No, you get 0.91 ounces. So here's what it looks like. It'll match me, but it's still kind of light. So I may add, actually, you guys know what? I'm not gonna add anything because I can just bronze up my skin. So I'm gonna go one side with a brush, one side with a sponge. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying today's video, please hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right guys, so going in on the right side with a brush. So it's definitely like a shade too light, I feel like, but since it is only a tinted moisturizer, I'm not gonna go down another shade because then that will be too dark. I think that this will work for me as long as I'm bronzing up the skin. Okay, I don't think I like it with a brush, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and smooth this side out and apply the other side with the sponge. Of course, with the sponge, you're gonna get more sheer coverage. All right, guys, so here is what the skin looks like right now. I'm gonna bring you guys in. I do want you to keep in mind that I have some skin irritation right now. My skin is not loving the hay. I do feed our goats and stuff, and my skin's really irritated right now. So not the best coverage, but I'm gonna go do another layer, and we're gonna go ahead and try out the concealer. So right off the jump, guys, this is very hydrating. I think that it's also very lightweight. I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. Again, it is a couple of shades too light for me, but it's a tinted hydrator, so I don't have a ton of shades. I'm just going to bronze up with some bronzer. It'll work, trust me. We'll make it work, we always do. Next, we're gonna get into the Incognito Concealer. Now, I believe this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer, so I'm really excited. It says all day full coverage concealer. Again, it's the Mega Lash Incognito by Wet n Wild. The shade light medium. And the wand is one of those petal ones. So generally with these, so much product comes out, you only have to dip in once. It kind of smells like a floral fragrance. That's kind of weird. All right, and this one is too dark. I'm going to just use that for my concealer and lighten up my face for highlighting purposes. So there is that little thing right there that I was trying to cover. It didn't do the greatest job. I'm gonna try my fingers after I blend out my under eyes. So the under eyes don't look too bad. I don't mind them. I like the brightness. So I'm definitely gonna brighten those up off camera. And I'm actually gonna try a concealer brush on the two areas where I want to cover. And I'm just gonna give that a few seconds to sit. All right, so going in with the concealer brush, I'm just gonna tap this in. I think it covered that nicely right there. Feels very lightweight. I also think it did a nice job of covering this up. Again, I don't think it's full coverage, but that's me. And I have a lot of acne scars and stuff on my skin. So for me, this is definitely not full. I know you guys can see here where that darker concealer is sitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and lighten that up off camera. When I come back, we are gonna try out this product by Milani. And then I have a couple more Wet n Wild products to test out. All right, you guys. I know hair's looking all wild and crazy, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and test out this blush. Now I will tell you that I completely forgot and I put powder on. So we're just gonna hope for the best, and I'm gonna hope it doesn't ruin my makeup. And I'm just going to go in with this side of a sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you guys. Ooh, it looks really pretty. This is called Nude Kiss, and it is the Milani Cheek Kiss blush. So there's what it looks like. Both those swatches are the blush. And I'm just going in with the damp sponge, and I'm gonna pray. Oh, that is really pretty. Wow, okay. It's nice and light. It's going a little deep. Y'all know I love blush. That is very pretty. Now I'm gonna go in on the next side. I'm not even gonna tap this off. I'm just gonna try and see what happens. Okay, you can still blend it out though. Very, very pretty. I likes it. You could also use the e.l.f. Putty Blush brush on this if you wanted to. All right, guys, we are almost to the lippy. We're gonna go back in with this palette, and I'm just gonna take this darker pink shade that I used, this guy right here. These don't have names, so I can't give you a name. I'm so sorry. And then I'm also gonna put this one right here in my inner corner, and let's see what that looks like. I will say this does have kick up, and I did have fallout, but for the price and the pigmentation, I'll take it. Also, I did try to do a normal look. You can't do a normal look with this palette. Well, I mean, you can, but it would have just been literally a nude in the crease, practically a nude on the lid. So, ooh, that looks pretty. She's pretty. She's a little more yellow than I anticipated, but it still really wakes that eye up. I like it. It's so weird too, you guys. I thought a lot of people would be all over this palette, and it's not to say that nobody's reviewed it, because I'm sure there has been. I mean, I don't watch every beauty YouTuber. I try to, but I just have not heard that many people talking about it. It's crazy. So I took that same shade on my brow bone, and now I am so excited to get into this Wet n Wild lipstick. This is called the Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse, and I got mine in I'm on Cloud Wine. Love the names. They come up with the cutest names, I swear. So here is what the doe foot looks like. Kind of smells like cherry maybe. It smells really good. Oh, cute. And it looks like a little lip stain. So there it is right here. And that's the reason I put like the cranberry color out on the outer corner or outer V. Ooh, it's very lightweight on the lips. I love this so far. And if you guys can see right there, my lips are chapped. Just FYI. So I'm just gonna go back in, do the top lip. So this doe foot applicator is really nice, and you can line your lips with this. I don't know if you guys can see that, how it's kind of got that point at the top. I'm gonna see if we can build this up. It's very pretty. It just looks like a nice little lip stain, which I love. I love lip stains. So yeah, I definitely want to check some more of these colors out, but you guys know I don't need any more lipsticks. So if you pick any of these up, please let me know how you are enjoying them. It really feels like I just have a nice, comfortable, hydrating lip balm on my lips, and I'm loving that. So we have one final product to apply, and that is the Physicians Formula Butter Mist. I was actually going to wait to use this because I just ordered their new foundation that they launched, but y'all know I can't wait. So this says a Butter Believe It Skin Mist Murmur Butter Setting Spray. By the way, you get 3.3 ounces. I did find this on the Ulta website, I believe. You do want to shake well. It says an ultra luxurious microfine mist setting spray infused with Murmur Butter. I can't read that word, butter, and Tacoma butter to deliver a radiant, flawless, airbrushed finish, packed with essential fatty acids and provitamins that soften, condition, and moisturize the skin, leaving it silky soft. Incredibly weightless texture combines the best feature of a powder and mist to smooth skin texture and effortlessly set and refresh makeup for all-day wear. Wow, that's a lot of claims. We'll bring it on, Physicians Formula. Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. The sprayer is really nice as well. It's very fine. I will be right back to talk to you guys about these products as soon as I throw on a mascara and some eyeliner. I cannot wait to tell y'all what I really think. All right, y'all. So this is the final look. I'm just playing. Y'all know I don't do all that posing. Okay. I have some things to say. So pull up a chair, sit back down for a minute, and let's talk about this seriously. So I'm going to go over this palette first. And say a few things. First of all, I want to say that the color story is fun, okay? However, I have seen Ucanbe do way better palettes than this. And, I mean, first of all, they have to do a lot to live up to this palette's pigmentation, to the formula. I mean, and this is the dupe for the Ucanbe Born to Run. So pretty much every palette that I get from them, I expect it to be that good. Now, I feel like the Ucanbe Belonging palette is better than my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And I'm being dead serious. So every palette that I get from them, again, I do expect it to be of that quality. These, not so much. There are a few fun shades in here. This purple marble shade is the one that I used all over the lid, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. This red shade down here, I think that this is a lot of fun. It's a sparkly red shade, but it looks more like a crimson red, just really, really gorgeous. This one is not the greatest at all pigmentation-wise. When I swatched it, I didn't even really hardly see it. Like, it looks pretty here, but if you go to... I can only imagine what that would look like on the lid. Now, I'll be honest, this one, it feels really dry. I didn't think it was going to be all that, and look what it did on the lid. It's beautiful. This shade was really nice. These are very powdery too, by the way, and they feel like you're going to have to build them up, but you don't necessarily have to. I feel like if you are trying to build your collection and you're somebody that normally does nudes and whatnot, I think you would love this palette. I do. But I've also seen them do better. I'm not saying it's a bad palette. I'm saying if you are like me and you have a ton of eyeshadows in your collection already, girl, you don't need this. Unless you want this color story specifically. Otherwise, I'd say wait and maybe go pick up even this one or another one. I'm going to be swatching, doing like a swatch party with a few palettes here, and a couple of them are Ucanbe. So I do think it's beautiful though. So I don't want you guys to think it's a bad palette. I'm just saying it's not a must unless you're wanting this specific color story or you wanted the Huda Beauty palette and you don't want to pay $65. So that's what I think about that. Oh, by the way, the mattes blended beautifully. They're like butter, seriously. They're like powdery butter, if that makes sense. Great pigmentation, easy to blend though. All right, moving on to the blush. All I'm gonna say is super easy to work with. It's beautiful, I love it. I love this. I actually want some more, so that means I'm gonna have to do a declutter if I want more. Moving on to the Wet n Wild stuff. First of all, let's go with the duds. For now, the brow pencil is a no. I'm gonna finish it because I paid for it. Actually, you know what, guys? This might be the first time I send stuff back. Just saying. This is just, it's not creamy like it says. That's me trying to swatch it. And this is me really pressing down hard and building. And it's just not good at all. I do not recommend this at all. I'd pass. The gel is actually decent. I thought it was kind of weird that it comes out white and then just kind of disappears into the brows, but it's nice. If you're looking for something nice and cheap, definitely pick it up. The concealer, I'm not too sure on as of yet. For me, this was kind of dry under my eyes, as well as the color being a lot darker than what this looks like. I don't know yet, guys. I know a lot of people like this. To me, this was not full coverage. I have a boo-boo right here. It didn't cover it up. It's not full coverage to me. I want to talk next about the primer. I love this. It's beautiful. I mean, if you want brighter skin and you want to do some color correcting on maybe some dark spots, dark areas of your face, this is gorgeous. It's super lightweight. It's beautiful. And it also has some skincare in it, so that is a big plus for Wet n Wild. Big thumbs up to that. The Cloud Pout, I do like this, you guys. It's nice and lightweight. I love the color. I love that it's not as deep as what's in the tube. It's just like a nice, you know, flush of color. It kind of reminds me of K-Beauty actually a lot. But I will tell you this, it is not, it doesn't dry down. It's not kiss proof, so just FYI. We're gonna go on to the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Skin Mist, guys. This and this Wet n Wild concealer, I gotta play with these some more. I'm just not quite sure yet, so I will definitely keep you guys posted. Remember, guys, when I test things out, I do generally do it for about 30 days or so you guys will know. The Tinted Hydrator, I'm not 100% sure on this either. I think it's beautiful, and I do think that it's nice and lightweight on the skin. It's just right now my skin, the winter weather here in Northern Illinois is killing my skin right now as far as hydration. So I'm going to keep using it. And I think that if you're not dealing with overly dry skin, I think this will be beautiful. Just make sure you moisturize nicely. I mean, it's a tinted hydrator, but I don't see on here where it says tinted moisturizer. So it's got some great skincare in it. I think that's great. I think it's great that it's oil-free. The shade range is pretty decent considering it's a tinted hydrator, not a foundation. It's affordable. You get a decent amount of product in here. It's a super, super lightweight, guys. I don't even feel like I have product on my face, to be honest. I'm not completely 100% in love with it yet, but that doesn't mean that you won't like it. I'm just being honest, guys. Do I recommend it? Yes, but at the same time, I still want to play with it a little more for my skin. I'm very picky about tinted hydrators, tinted moisturizers, foundations, and concealers. Obviously, because like I said, guys, everybody likes that new Incognito Concealer. And for right now, to me, I'm not loving it yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to thank you guys, as always, for taking time out of your busy day to come hang out with me. You guys, it totally means the world to me. What really, really would mean the world to me, though, is if you guys would give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm going to tell you why if you got an extra second or two. What is going on now with the algorithm is that if you watch a video but you don't engage with the video at all, that means thumbs up, thumbs down, commenting, they are taking that and basically, again, if we don't get enough, you know, not throwing us in the algorithm. Basically, if the views don't match the comments or don't even come close to the thumbs up or the thumbs down, they're not putting us in the algorithm at all, which means new people aren't seeing us as much as they should be. So if you could please, I know it takes just a second, guys, and I know a lot of people forget. The first thing I do when I click on a video from one of my favorite creators, I hit the thumbs up button. Please, it takes a second. So anyways, just keep that in mind when you're watching your favorite content creators, to always click that thumbs up, even if you don't got time to comment. It only takes a second, and we sure do appreciate you, because right now YouTube is really, and I hate to use this word, but they're really screwing a lot of us in the algorithm right now. So until that gets better, guys, we all totally appreciate it, and I know I speak for a lot of us when I say that. If you're new here, oh, what's up? Again, my name is Tash. If you made it this far, I hope you will hit that subscribe button and the bell. That way you're notified each time I upload, as well as that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next one. Please stay safe out there. I love you guys. Bye.